Good morning, everyone. It's really difficult creating a speech today, I must say. I've had an opportunity to create and deliver many speeches over my time and my tenure in different roles and different capacities, but today has been more difficult than I can say most have been. As the president of Housing Opportunities Commission, we are focused on our mission to provide housing to those who are most at need in this county. We currently provide housing for 20,000 families, and there are close to 39,000 families that are in dire need on our waiting list. And we all know that number is going to go up. We are very fortunate here today. I want to make sure I pause and appreciate on behalf of myself and our commissioners, I see Chair Priest and others here, all of the many partners that have worked with HOC to deliver on our mission. Everyone from Senator Van Hollen, Representative Raskin, who've been fighting the fight for years, fighting for our families, Senator Alsobrooks and Representative Delaney, who you heard from earlier, fighting day and night to preserve what we know our residents need. Most importantly, I want to thank our State Assembly, General Assembly members, and our county partners. I really want to pause and acknowledge that this county has been at the forefront of innovation in affordable housing for decades. Our leaders work to keep us there. County Executive Elrich, Madam Council President Stewart, former County Executive Ike Leggett, many of the wonderful council members have all pushed the envelope to ensure that we are poised for this storm that we are currently in. I want to give great appreciation to BGG and AHC's new executive director, Tiffany Kinsey. They bring us together every year, understanding that it's important for us to come together to think collectively on how we solve our problems, and give great appreciation to you for doing that. I want to just acknowledge that we are in, what do we call it? I don't know. We don't even know what to call it. It feels as though we're in the middle of a bullseye or twilight zone. That's what I was saying for a while. There is an intentional effort to dismantle the great work that each of us have fought hard to create. The work that reflects our values of uplifting families, the work that we've done to come together as a community. We've all suffered from whiplash, anxiety. We probably need a chill pill. We can't get over stopping and thinking about the what ifs. Sometimes the WTFs. I didn't say it, you thought it. Okay? And let me share with you kind of the next steps that you've heard here. We've heard we're in the storm. We heard from President Council Member Stewart on what we need to do to weather this storm. Let me try to bring a little silver lining, because that's everywhere I go. I say, I'm looking for the silver lining. Are you the silver lining? I'm looking for the silver lining. Let me tell you what we need to do to create our own silver lining, but start by telling you that we've been here. Your housing authority, HOC, was created in 1970 with the thought in mind of not relying solely on federal dollars. Our predecessors had the forethought of preparing for a storm. Yes, there are threats of slashing nearly 50% of affordable housing assistance programs. Yes, there are threats of removing services and cutting nonprofit funding. Yes, there are threats to take away the tools from our toolkits that build affordable housing. However, this county is ready for the storm. Your not-so-ordinary housing authority had the foresight many years ago to actually transition and eliminate all public housing. So you can know with assurance that Montgomery County does not rely on those federal funds for the housing that we provide for our families in affordable housing. Your housing authority has leaned into mixed income models that help insulate us from reliance on federal dollars to provide affordable housing. Decades later, your county and your housing authority work together to create the Housing Production Fund, another tool that ultimately insulates your housing authority and protects us through the storm. If you don't know about it, let me tell you a little, because I can't shameless plug, cannot not tell you about it. The Housing Production Fund is the ideal manifestation of independence. It has received local, national, and international acclaim. Now with 3 cities, Boston, Atlanta, just yesterday, Chicago, adopting similar models. It's a revolving fund, $100 million revolving construction fund that will deliver 6,000 new homes nearly every 20 years. HOC uses this fund to create mixed income housing across this county, delivering at least 30% of units with income restrictions below or at moderately priced dwelling unit income limits, as well as does not require reliance, again, on federal funds. Does not require reliance on LIHTC that I know our partners in this room rely on and need, volume cap, project-based rental assistance. We are able to deliver and will deliver with the tools that have been provided in partnership with our county council. I want to give a round of applause to the council for its innovation and its support. Just last year, our county also took another step, created a nonprofit preservation fund. You heard the county executive speak about this earlier, but with the nonprofit preservation fund, HOC was poised to purchase 800 homes in Bethesda to ensure continued preservation. In addition, with our partnerships, and I see you, Scott, with our partners in the county to deliver this project that ultimately, or this development that will ensure that we keep affordable housing in our communities. So why do I share these different highlights with you in the midst of the tsunami or in the midst of the storm? Because we're all looking for the silver linings. We all want to know and think about how can we get through this. And BGG has given us our actions, our call to actions. We must not lose ground. We must not back down. We must continue to innovate. We must continue to be resilient. We must have fortitude. It is a part of our DNA. We will come together through this storm with stronger alliances, new tools, and partnerships. Our families are counting on us to deliver. So let's resist the urge to bemoan the where we are, what are we going to do? Let's resist the urge to just be reactive. Let's instead lean in, be proactive, be innovative, continue to fight for our families and deliver like we all know we can, and we have demonstrated proof that we have. Thank you, and looking forward to a wonderful day today.